Hey guys, it's Maddie, and if you can read, which hopefully you can, that's why you're here, you'll know that today's video won't be overly funny, or probably funny at all. Maybe you're, like, weird and you find this funny, but that's okay. Anyways, today's video is going to be how it is living with depression and anxiety. I have both. I have Major Depressive Disorder, which is just a fancy term of saying major depression, and severe anxiety. So, it's really hot in my room, and I'm just wearing this because I don't feel like looking like a hooker, because I really only have a sweater thing with cami on. And yes, I just looked at my boobs, because I can. But, okay, let's start with, what should we start with? It really doesn't matter, either one. I'm just gonna start with, the anxiety, I guess. Living with anxiety, I don't know why my anxiety attacks happen. They're usually not bad. I mean, it's just like my hand gets twitchy and like I'll start getting really hot, and like I am now, it's just hot in my room. I'm not having an anxiety attack. But when it happens, I usually just mess around with a bracelet or a hairband in my hand, and I'll just like weave it in and out of my fingers, and I'll tap my feet a lot. And if they're really bad, I might pass out. That's really, really bad. That's only happened like once or twice, maybe. But besides that, like, it gets a little harder for me to breathe. I know I just got diagnosed with it lately, but like, he told me what I've been feeling was anxiety. So knowing now that I've been having anxiety attacks, I can like know when I had them. So like a couple of months ago, I was going through a really hard time. I think it was in October, and I was going through a really hard time, and I'd always be, what was it, really cold, really cold. And I remember one time I was in math class and I was sitting in the front, and the rooms are usually freezing, but the room was actually warm, and I was in there and I was like, oh, the room's warm, this is nice. And then I got really cold, and it was the weirdest sensation. Like, I had goosebumps, and it was like I was shivering, but I could feel the warm air around me, and it was like, it was just like coming, like it wasn't touching me. So, and at that point, it was like with my hands, and my hands were freaking out, and I was like tapping my feet. But, that was that. That was an anxiety attack, I guess. I think that is. But, honestly, like, I think it would be easier if more people understood. Like, a lot of people don't know I have anxiety or depression. Like, almost nobody knows. I think like 3 or 4 of my friends know, my really close friends know. So, yeah. And my lips look kind of orange. I was eating wings. Maybe that's why, if you're wondering. But, like, it was Wednesday, the 24th, yeah, the 24th, and I was in my last period, and I had an anxiety attack. Right when I walked through the door, I had an anxiety attack, and it was just the one with my hands where, like, I need to let it out through my hands, because I know one of my other friends had anxiety too, and she learned to get, like, rid of it, or, like, control it, or whatever. Like, I'm not really sure what you do with it yet, because I was only diagnosed a week ago. It was a week ago. And, she said when she would have them at home, she had a piano, and she only knew 2 songs, but she would, like, play them when she was having the anxiety attack. Like, and that's what she'd do. Like, we both did the same thing with our hands. Like, we'd keep our hands occupied. But I was in the class, and I was playing with one of my candy bracelets. It was this one. And it was this one. And I was just going like this. And I was paying attention to the class, and it wasn't even making that much of a sound. My friend in front of me, who has excellent hearing, she said she could just barely hear it. Like, it wasn't like it was silent. Like, you could probably hear it going, like, once in a while. But she's like, I could barely hear it. And the teacher, he goes, can you stop? And then he's like, are you okay? Do you need to leave? And then I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, then stop. And then he goes on talking. Like, he just cut off in the middle of a sentence and did that. So, thank goodness I had self-control. That's all I can say. Because I've been lacking that lately. But I found some, so that's okay. So, yeah. What else? Just random stuff will trigger it, I guess. I mean, it's not like I'll be thinking, like, oh, I have this huge test coming up, I'll get an anxiety attack. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, I'll be in class doing work, and I'll be like, oh. And I think it's one of those subconscious things, and then I'm just like, oh, whoops, shouldn't have subconsciously thought of that, and then I'll have an anxiety attack. Whoops. Okay. That's basically all I have to say at this moment about that. Ow! Oh, I hate it when I do that. I'll go like, whenever, like, I do something. No, it just hurt my nose piercing. But, depression. Oh, I really hate this. I knew I was depressed. It was just, I officially got diagnosed with it a week ago. It was a week ago today. And I just officially got diagnosed. Like, I knew inside of myself the whole time I was depressed. Going through all the depressions, I think he said something about it being clinical. I'm not sure. I'm going to see him again probably soon. I don't know. But anyways, living with depression, it is probably one of the shittiest things ever. I will legitimately wake up some mornings and will not be able to get out of bed. It's that bad. Like, I'll be like, I don't want to get up. There's nothing to get up for. Like, I might as well just stay in my room. Like, it wouldn't be me doing a favor to anyone getting up today. Which, I mean, is true. I mean, it's not like I go out and I save, like, animals and I build houses and, like, then I feed the orphans. No. I play Xbox. But, sorry, that's my favorite part in the song. But, other times it can be like you're walking down the hall and you're like, oh, I feel amazing. Like, I feel absolutely amazing. And then I'll see someone or something. Like, say I see, like, an ex-boyfriend or something. And I'll just be like, oh, fuck. And I'll just get sad for the rest of the day. And that has happened going through this breakup that I'm going through. Like, going through it is probably the worst part. But, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'll just be in class, and I'll be like, oh, I'm fine. And then I'll be like, oh, you know, I'm really not. And then I'll be like, I wonder why that is, and it'll always go to him. So, I mean, there's so many good memories I had with this guy. And they're gone. We're not even talking. And I think that's what the worst part is, because, like, we're not talking. I don't know. Maybe it's better. But that's not the point. I don't know. That sounds more bipolar than depressed, probably. But, I mean, it just happens fast. Like, it's not like, oh, I'll feel perfectly fine, and then, well, it is that, and then I'll feel bad. But there's a reason for it. It's not like I'll just be like, oh, look at that lamp, I'm depressed. Like, it's like, oh, That's a pretty color. That's the color of his eyes. His eyes. Whose eyes? His eyes. Oh, we did all that stuff. And now we're not talking. The end. Depressed. Who knows? If you have any other questions, or if I could help you with anything, leave it in the comments, message me. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not on medication for it. I probably will. Just, like, I honestly, like, I'm going through so much, I don't feel like I could do the whole thing with, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, channeling, like, happiness to myself. I don't think I could do that right now. But I don't want to be, like, dependent on the medications. And it would probably be just some kind of antidepressant for my depression, and then like Xanax. I think that's how you pronounce it or whatever. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to the psychiatrist yet, but I will. Maybe he can give me something that'll make my face look better at this time at night. Who knows? But I figured I should do this video tonight because I have a video I'm gonna do for you guys tomorrow. So might as well just get this one in. Who knows? Okay. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Message me if you want. If you can do that. I don't know. But, yeah, have a nice night, guys. And I'll be posting another video tomorrow. Hopefully. Okay. Bye.